Hi everyone, welcome back to Stuttering Tech, and this is yours truly, the Stuttering One. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you the full review of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9S. But before I get started, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, hit that bell notification icon so you will be notified when I upload a new video if you haven't done so already. And as always, you can leave your comments down below. So everyone, I've had this phone for a little over a week. And in my time with this phone, my experience with it was mostly great. I do have one major issue, but I will discuss that later on in the video. Now, there will be timestamps in the description, so you can skip to any point that you would like. I will break this video down into sections, and at the beginning of each section, you will see the technical specs, because I'm not trying to spend much time doing that. I've already done that in the previous video, in my first impressions video of this phone. So to speed things up, I'll just put the technical specs at the beginning of each section. So again, you can skip to any of those if you feel so. The timestamps is down in the description. Now let's get right into it. Now let me start by saying this is a gorgeous 6.67-inch LCD Full HD Plus HDR10 display. I know that's a mouthful to say, but the screen is absolutely gorgeous. It has great viewing angles, and I sometimes forget that this is an LCD screen. I mean, I've had the OnePlus 5T for over 2 years, which is an AMOLED, but this screen just blows that out the water. I mean, it's so beautiful, and it's the size of it, the sheer size is just amazing. Gorgeous screen. Can't say it enough. Just plain gorgeous. I had a blast watching videos on this phone. I watched the entire first season of Amazon's original series upload on this phone, and it was an amazing watching experience. When watching content in full screen, I am not bothered by the punch hole.
I think is going to be a very exciting two-week event of Fighter Fest on TNT, July 1st and July 8th.
Some people may not like that it's in the center. Some people may want it to be more on the side, like the Galaxy S10 and so many other phones like the OnePlus 8. But it doesn't bother me at all. I forget that it's even there, especially most of the time, especially on YouTube. The videos wouldn't even reach that far unless you zoom in, and even then, I don't even notice the punch hole. I got used to it like very easily. With 450 nits of brightness, the screen is viewable even in direct sunlight. Now, I've been outside walking the dog in bright sun in the middle of the day, and I actually looked at the screen and I was able to see it in that direct sunlight in the middle of the day. Had no issues there. It was superb. Now, when it comes to the speakers, even though it's a single mono bottom firing speaker that you can easily cover up way with your hand, and I don't know how this sounds yet, but until I'm actually editing the video. But I'm gonna do a part, start from right here. It is loud. Now, it's not the loudest that I've ever heard, but it's loud. I think my OnePlus 5T is louder than this, but the sound doesn't crackle or get distorted even at 100% volume. Now, even though this sounds good, it's missing bass. It lacks bass. But I mean, it has a little bit, but not much. But you won't hate the sound coming out of this phone. The ringtone is loud and the vibration is excellent. Some people may not agree with that, but I'm a guy that's coming from the OnePlus 5T, which when I had the OnePlus 5T in my pocket, I would not hear it ring or feel it vibrate. With this in my pocket and I wear my jeans loose, I actually feel the vibration from this phone, and I even hear the phone rings. So that's a plus. That's excellent to me. In my opinion, that's excellent. That the fact that I can hear it and feel it compared to the OnePlus 5T. The camera on the Redmi Note 9S is so refreshing. I mean, the 48 megapixel quad camera setup is just amazing. The picture quality is better than my previous phone. I mean, most people will find them just amazing, especially if you're just gonna post to social media. I think the pictures are great, especially the 48 megapixel and the night mode. I've taken some I know like one or two night photos that looks amazing. Now this phone even has a pro mode, and that only works like many phones. The pro mode only works with pictures. In this phone it works with pictures and videos, so you can get full control, full manual control, and change the exposure from wide angle to macro and so on. Great camera app. The camera app is full of features, and filters and beauty mode and all that stuff, which you could turn on. And by default, the pictures on when you take a picture, it will have a watermark from saying that it was shot on the Redmi Note 9S. You can turn it off by going in the camera options and turning it off. But in the samples I'm about to show you right now, I left it on so I can tell so I can know what pictures it is, because all my pictures do get backed up into the cloud, and I do have another Xiaomi phone that I'm going to be doing a review on shortly. So I didn't want to mix the photos up and then not know which one belongs to which. You guys be the judge and tell me what you think of those photos and videos you just seen. Just let me know in the comments down below. My only gripe with the video is that it doesn't have a video night mode. I wish the cameras did do that, but it didn't. But I can't complain. They had to leave some things out on this budget phone that's pretty much awesome. When it comes to gaming on this phone, I haven't gamed that much. I did run into a little issue. Now the phone does have an SD card expansion slot, and I have a 128 gig card in there. When you insert your card, you're prompted to format the card as either internal storage or external storage. I did internal, which the card took over as internal. Now when I went to the Play Store to try and install games, it was not seeing it as storage. It wasn't at all. I don't know if it was just seeing the 64 gigs that the phone has. It wasn't seeing that there was an SD card in there. It kept on prompting me to insert an SD card or an external driver or something of sorts. So I had to actually go and erase the phone and then go ahead and put the SD card back in and format it as external storage. And that's when I was able to download games. I did play a little bit of Asphalt 8, and in my time playing it, I didn't see any slowdowns or lag or stuttering. In fact, the turbo game mode, I believe it's called in here, in fact, it showed that the game was playing at 60 frames a second, which was pretty much awesome. The Snapdragon 27G, although it's a mid-range phone, it handles it, especially with the Adreno 618. Now I did do some emulation. I played the FPSE emulator, which is PlayStation 1, and I played some games in there as well and did not see any sort of lag or stuttering. I was getting 61 frames, which was ridiculous. I mean, it was showing 61 frames and on a 60 frame screen. So I mean, it was just awesome, and I didn't see any lag or anything of the sort while playing games. The internal 5020 milliamp hour battery in this phone is just awesome. It is rated at 33 hours per charge. In my testing, I took the phone off of the charger about 8:30 a.m. in the morning, and about 3 o'clock in the morning when I was about to head to bed, I was left with 33%. Now, throughout the day, I watched multiple hours of YouTube. I did watch some Amazon Prime videos. I installed the Sling app and I watched TV on the phone as I cook. And I did listen to some Spotify. And at the end of the night, at the end of the day, around 3 o'clock in the morning, it said that I had almost 10 hours of screen on time, and with 33% battery still remaining. So that might be true that it can go all the way to 33 hours before it dies, which is just great. I went as an all-day phone, perfect. Battery life is amazing on this, but it might vary depending on how heavy you use the phone. Gaming, all that stuff might change the way that you how the battery drains. Overall, great battery life on this phone. Now, here we go to the dreadful part, the issues. Now, this one is not so much the issue. It has to do, I guess, with it just being 4 gigs of RAM. If you can get the 6 gig of RAM one, if you could add, put on the few more bucks and go up to the 6 gigs of RAM, I suggest you do. But I notice when I have too many apps open, it starts to make the phone laggy and some apps will freeze. Now the whole phone won't freeze, just the app that you're in, but you can still go to the home screen. So you will have to clean your RAM, close the apps, some apps and whatever, and everything will go back to being normal. Now the major issue I had with it is when it comes to network speeds, when it comes to the internet. Now this is a global phone that has the bands for T-Mobile and AT&T, and but the thing is it's missing certain bands. Now for T-Mobile it only has 3 out of the 6 needed bands, and for AT&T it has 3 out of the 5 needed bands. But I did a speed test that I caught numerous speed tests, and first I was getting 0.06 and 0.08 megabits a second but eventually it started going up slowly by slowly. But that's only when I move a block away from where I am, or in either direction. I noticed that the speed would increase, and for like, even though speed, it's kind of weird how the speed works, because on my OnePlus 5T, I know I've mentioned my OnePlus 5T multiple times, but when I put my SIM card back into that phone and did the speed test, I got 43 megabits a second down. But here, the highest I've gotten was 23 megabits a second, which is pretty okay. But at times I'm getting that 0.06 or 8, which is not good. But even when I'm getting those low speeds and I do video chats, uh, the person on the other end says, I come through clear. There's no lag. There's no stuttering. There's no freezing. And on my end, the same thing with them. And Spotify still plays great. So I'm not. And YouTube plays, but it still buffers. But it takes a while to load up, and it will load up just that one video that's on the screen. Only the videos that can fit in the screen itself, maybe three. It'll only load up those three, and then when you scroll, then it will load the other ones. And sometimes you will get the occasional buffering of videos. I mean, but overall, great phone. I mean, love this phone. Great phone for the price. I mean, it's a budget, but it doesn't feel like a budget. I mean, you have Gorilla Glass 5 front and back. I mean, how many budget phones do you seen have Gorilla Glass front and back? Gorilla Glass 5 front and back. I mean, just awesome, just gorgeous phone. A fingerprint magnet though, but it does come with an included clear case. And if you guys was wondering about the case I had in here, I will leave a link to that down in the description. It comes with the case, and it comes with two tempered glass screen protectors that I just threw away because it cuts off a piece of the screen. I don't think they measured it right, so it's not a perfect fit. It actually puts a extra borders on the screen, and you lose real estate. So I just threw it away because it's just trash. If I'm gonna lose screen retail real estate, it's not worth me putting it on. But the case is great. The case that I have for it is just great. Now, like again, I said, great phone. I recommend it. If you, it might, like again, it might just with the network issue, it might just be in my area. It might even work better on the AT&T. So the thing you could do is try it. If it doesn't work out for you, you could always return it. You have a window when ordering it from Amazon. And again, I will leave a link for this phone down in the description. And that's it for this video. This is yours truly, the Stuttering One. This is Stuttering Tech. And give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. And also hit that bell notification icon so you will be notified when I upload new videos. And leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Or do you think I should do something, change something? Just let me know. Your feedback is wanted. And that's it. See you guys in the next one. Peace.